crackers are actually really good. This episode of Let's Talk Geek, we'll be doing ASMR. Oh yeah, that's real nice.
Okay.
Good luck vacuum all over the mic too. Look at this. Oh my god. Pause.
Not while I'm right here. Wake up, everybody.
I think I got crust in my eye. I think I got an actual crust in my eye. Brandon?
No, I'm just over here.
Can we start the podcast now? What episode are we in? We're in episode 4?
We're on 20.
No, idiot. Moon Knight.
Oh. Episode 4. We are on episode 4 of Moon Knight, which takes us right into...
This? Are we doing this already? I think we had a better intro.
I'm waiting for you to start it.
Oh.
We've had our intro this whole time. For YouTube, at least. Okay. Just kick it off, man.
All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Can't wake up and save me. Some Moon Knight talk. You know, we're already here. We're back. We're here. Took a little bit of
hit like 3 different octaves.
No, right? Like
in
right.
that one thing. That was weird as fuck. You like,
kinda sound like a...
you like harmonized yourself. That was crazy. Y'all hear that?
I went above and beyond, but especially I had to do it for Moon Knight.
For Moon Knight episode 4.
We're back, Brandon. Brandon, it's great seeing you again. We had a little bit of a
pleasure.
A break.
Did have a little bit of a break. Sky was on his trip.
Yeah, I just got back from Boston. Great trip, actually. I would actually like to go back there again, but maybe like with Brandon next time.
What'd you do out there?
Shit, you know, did a little bit of running. My grandpa did a lot of running.
Okay.
Saw a Sox game.
Did you do the Boston Marathon, or is that just your grandpa?
It was just my grandpa. I was in another race.
Dope. Saw what game?
A Sox game. Duh. Go Sox. Best team in the MLB. Duh. Went to church. You know, and did a whole bunch of other shit there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Respect. How's your Easter?
Pretty chill. Honestly, I just went to church and chilled out for the rest of the day. Honestly, I didn't really do anything that big. I mean, especially whenever you're in Boston, you're not in your hometown. You can't really do that much stuff. I did get a lot of sleep.
Shit, man. So did I.
Got a lot of sleep.
Well, so I was using that whole.
We're probably getting more sleep than what Steven and Mark get. Honestly.
For sure, what Mark gets.
No, these guys stay tripping. Episode 4, Moon Knight. Finally got it. Kind of just want to start off with saying that this is not the episode that I believe that we thought we were gonna get.
Definitely.
I think again, like we hyped up episode 4 way too much. Again, it wasn't.
It was pretty hyped, but I think we did that to ourselves.
No, we definitely did.
Because we kind of the director said, you know, that
changing perspective of the show.
Episode 4 is gonna have a really big twist that's gonna make you basically rethink a lot of the shit that you've seen. Now we broke that down ourselves and was like, is that in terms of the whole MCU, or is that just gonna be for the show? Which, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen episode 4, it's basically a twist that only pertains to the show. Yeah. At least so far.
We thought it was gonna be like the biggest MCU like plot twist.
We thought there was gonna be cameos in this one, a bunch of shit going down. Not really.
Did we just misread it?
We might have. I think we just read into it.
I think we read it once.
Yeah,
basically,
and then we just went off. We took off from that, but
we at least we have this big of a mindset to think of what
it wasn't nearly as hyped as we thought it was gonna be. It was still, in my opinion, honestly, I think it's the best episode that we've gotten yet.
I think so, just because of. Again, we haven't since like episode 2 really gotten a lot of Moon Knight.
Right.
So I mean,
even in this episode, I don't think we saw Moon Knight whatsoever.
No, we didn't. Well, because Khonshu got imprisoned from last episode. Remember?
Duh. My bad.
So again, we got more of some. I mean, we saw a little bit of Moon Knight at the end of episode 3, especially when they were moving the skies and all that. But
was just Mr. Knight.
Shout out Mr. Knight.
But
we got like some full on just straight up Mark action, Mark and Steven action, which
Steve, but...
which actually kind of confused me at one point because I was thinking that maybe Khonshu was the reason they had the split personalities.
So you thought one of them was gonna go away? Or
yeah, what? I thought that like at least it would just been full on Mark, you know. And I thought that would have made that episode a little bit more interesting because it would have made it more difficult to what the Egyptian scene of it and how like Layla and Steven have that Egyptian smart, but Mark is just that, you know, that very how do I say it, mercenary type dude. But that wasn't the case. I want to tell you, first off, you were wrong.
I was very wrong.
You were like
about
Brandon,
this episode.
Brandon went off the rails.
I expected way too much for this episode. I really did. No flashback to nothing. No fucking Punisher.
You went through a
no
whole...
John Bernthal. I went through a whole... Honestly, but that's how it should have been done. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking that's how it should have been?
No, they definitely should not have been dying because that would have made it so stupid. My theory was better. Sorry. Layla definitely should have became Moon Knight at some point. And there's still a possibility that she probably can't.
There's still 2 whole episodes left. And you already know they're going to make the last episode like an hour long. They've
hopefully
been doing
a little
that for
bit
every
more than
single
an hour.
one. Yeah, hopefully more than that. Because 6 episodes is really... How long was the Hawkeye? Wasn't that like 8?
No, it was 8 hours.
No, episodes.
Oh, no, it should have been 6.
Have they all been 6?
No, WandaVision was...
I feel like... Because this feels like
9,
really short. Yeah. Because this one feels like 6 episodes and it's going to be done. Like, it feels like that's a little too
Falcon
short.
and the Winter Soldier was 6 episodes.
That one... okay. Well, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, though, felt like it was a lot more... I don't know. That's just me, though.
Let me see. Yeah, Hawkeye had 6 episodes. Falcon and the Winter Soldier had 6 episodes with Loki.
Loki had, what, 8?
A lot of episodes, I think. 6? Am I tripping? Did Loki really only have 6?
No way. No shot it only had 6 episodes.
It only had 6 episodes.
Alright, well.
WandaVision was the only one that I think had 9. And which is kind of weird of
How many did What If have? Not that really matters, but I just need to know.
9. Look, yeah, WandaVision had 9. I'm pretty sure What If had 10. 9. What If had 9 episodes. So I guess like I think
2 9s and 4 6s.
I think the reason why the series is so short is because I think what we got from WandaVision is supposed to play a bigger part in the actual MCU like cinematic universe. Hence the multiverse movie that we're getting next week, right?
No,
May
week
6th?
after.
Okay, I might have been tripping.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We got 2 weeks.
And then of course the reason we got the What If because I think it ties in more to the multiverse again. So these other episodes aren't really more of like the bigger picture of the cinematic. I guess they're keeping it short and sweet.
Right. But
we still do get a lot of action packed from all these episodes. We've gotten a lot from Loki. We've gotten with the amount of 6 episodes. We've gotten a lot from Loki. Captain America. I mean the Winter Soldier. Well, technically we can call it Captain America and the Winter Soldier now.
Yeah,
they basically we know there's another movie work in production that's coming soon, but
Captain America,
Hawkeye, we really don't know where that's gonna lead to. I mean, it was a great show.
I think that's the one that's leading into Young Avengers.
Young Avengers,
gotta be,
and then Moon Knight.
With no idea what the fuck.
No, it's just a show right now. But I mean, I think I did tell Brandon this that so far again I don't dislike the show at all. I think the show is pretty solid, but I think it was hyped up way too much to where we thought that it was going to be completely brutal. I think did I mention this in episode 3? Again,
we still haven't seen. Well, I mean, we saw a little bit more of that in this one. Like there was like the guts. Straight up that thing.
Oh, I mean,
like we didn't actually see him do it
again. Like they,
but
always,
it's still a Disney.
It's
show.
more of a shadowed out again. But yeah, but I'd rather see some more gruesome type shit. I'm pretty sure we've seen. There's other stuff on Disney Plus that shows worse shit.
Oh yeah, Daredevil's on there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so like, what's holding them back?
And the Punisher's on there.
I guess like maybe that they were like in production shortage of what the fuck was gonna happen. I don't know.
It's probably just Disney Plus, MCU.
But I'll agree on Brandon with this. I think this episode is very close to the first episode. Again, I love the first episode.
It's definitely between the first and the fourth as being like the best ones. The second and third. The third one was probably the most forgettable, I think.
Very much, yeah.
I mean, it's been very good. It's been a very solid good
In my
show
opinion,
so far.
I think besides the first episode, I think majority of these Moon Knight episodes, it's a very how do I say it? It's a very long build up to what they're trying to get to every single episode. Like you definitely tell that it's like slow at the beginning of every single episode to finally get to the point. And you know, there's other shows that we've seen where it's like it takes different points or whatever, but their main source is building up to whatever is coming through.
Right.
It kind of throws me off a little bit because I'm just like kind of want to see a little bit more. I know they could have taken a different approach, and also I guess for Moon Knight being more of a new explored character, they're trying to really, I don't know how to say it, take their time with the character. I don't know if they really have plans to bring him in for something bigger. And I guess like we'll really see in these next 2 episodes what he's really gonna be for the future or whatever. I'm really hoping that they bring more of like the God aspect into the MCU, which will make the MCU even more jam-packed of what it is already.
Seems like we're getting there, especially after that Thor trailer. Seeing Zeus is gonna be crazy.
That is crazy, but that's more of the. Remember, we even had this conversation again.
Yeah, there's Egyptian gods, and then there's the Nordic mythological gods. Well, I mean, they're both mythological. Nordic and Egyptian.
What if the last episode of Moon Knight is connected to Jane Foster?
How do you think that?
And they make like some type of like God connection to where like, oh, there's more. You know, as you know, there's more gods than just us on here. And I don't know where they bring. I don't fucking know. I just imagine, bro. They could do anything with it.
What if it ties into Black Panther?
I would like that. See, okay, yeah. If we're keeping it more grounded, then yeah, there's most likely to take it to either Black Panther or the streets. Again, to the streets.
What the?
Send them to the streets.
Send them to the street.
Moon Knight belongs in the streets.
Belong to the streets.
Moon Knight belongs to the streets. But I think that they definitely. I'd rather see them take the Punisher aspect. Again, we really need to see more of that a little bit more than what we're getting already.
Yeah.
But you know, if they can't mix it into Black Panther, it'd be pretty sweet because maybe we could see maybe we could see Moon Knight in the Black Panther movie. More. I guess spiritual God work throughout the movie, maybe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Because if we do it more to
that makes sense.
The aspect of Moon Knight and all these other Street Fighters, I feel like it would just be very, Moon Knight's very OP over all these other people. You know.
Yeah, if you leave him on the street, yeah, he's definitely just.
But
that's the guy.
That's our little. I know we kind of fell off track of episode 4 right there for a bit.
No,
but
had a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah, but I mean, again, we left off. Mark, of course, like we said, isn't dying. Wakes up automatically, actually. And their whole point is to keep on following to. So wait,
did he wake up as Steve or did he wake up as Mark?
He woke up as Mark.
I feel like I don't remember the whole beginning. Oh, Layla.
No, wait.
Layla fought off everyone.
No, he
right?
did wake up as Steve. I was tripping. I guess he didn't wake up as Mark at all.
He also took a second to wake up because Layla had to like. Oh, she threw the fucking flare.
Oh yeah, that was a very I don't
classic. That was just a classic fucking scene, honestly.
That was so like forced.
I see what you're saying. Like he just had a box of
ammunition.
Box,
yeah, like
he just threw a flare on it and then.
And I also think that like I don't know. I guess like how do they find them? They were in the butt fucking nowhere to where like they were doing a whole bunch of. They could have been anywhere in Egypt to move the fucking sky, and somehow those guys.
Well, they had a truck. I'm sure they followed the tracks.
In the desert.
In the sand, yeah.
You know how, dude? I'm pretty sure if they were moving the sky, the wind blew over the tracks. Did you see any tracks in that episode? I just saw none.
I'm just saying maybe. Okay.
All right, whatever, Brandon. Anyways,
they found him regardless. They found him, but it doesn't matter because they all died.
Yeah, by ammunition.
By a flare.
So of course we got up, Steven's up, and then they continue their. This is where I got confused.
Yeah.
Were they finding? Were they trying to find Amit or were they trying to find Khonshu after this? I got kind of confused there because I mean, in the end, spoiler alert, they ended up finding Alexander the Great's tomb.
Which had Amit's.
So they were finding Amit.
That was Amit. Well, I think they were doing both. Well, remember when Mark had that or Steve had that flashback, or no, I think it was Mark. Mark had that flashback to what Khonshu was telling him. He said, "Hey, come like free me from the statue." Whenever, because like I'm gonna go away. He said they're doing it, so he's like, come find me and free me from the statue. So you're like, okay, but I think they obviously went there to stop Hawk first. So I think just like before they went to go get Khonshu, they were like, we could snag Amit real quick, keep him from getting Amit, then we'll just go free our boy Khonshu. I think that's what happened. So it was kind of little, you know.
I think that was a little twist right there that I just kind of like lost me in the loop.
Because if they spent their time looking for Khonshu, then Hawk would have just found him and been OP. Then, you know what I mean.
I get that. Okay, thank you for the explanation, Brandon. The
I do what I have
the deep dive guy.
I do what I gotta do. I'm that guy.
So I guess it's kind of like, okay, we see the point where they're trying to find it. They did end up finding it. Little scene, we see a lot of Mark and Steven scenes where like Mark's like, dude, give me you're going into danger. Give me.
I really liked how Steve kissed her.
Kissed Layla
right in front of Mark.
Yeah, I know, right? Mark funny. Literally like they have this. It's so funny. I think
hilarious. Oh,
it's the best. Imagine having a great dynamic. We see in other movies that like we have two actors that have a great dynamic together. Again, like I mean, just for example, I think that Chris Evans and Stephen, what's his name? Anthony Mackie have a great bond. Oh, Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan actually have a great bond as well. Loki and Owen Williams.
Happy and Tony Loki have a good
little bond right there. But of course, imagine having like a good actor bond with yourself.
That's crazy.
Like
that duo connection.
Oscar Isaac talking to Oscar Isaac. I want to know how they did these scenes like that. You know, like
CGI.
I know it's CGI, but like you know how like real like it looks. Like you can definitely tell whenever it looks like CGI, but it doesn't look like CGI on this one. You know.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure they did the whole. It's like an old practice that's been going on in Hollywood like for years, where they like split the scene. You know what I mean? Where they film them doing one part of the scene, and then what they'll do is they'll like only use half of that, of like the,
like Willem Dafoe?
half of the set, and then he'll film the next like scene of him as the other character on the other half of the set, and then it's the same set, so then they just combine it. It looks like it's probably what they do. At least with the mirrors.
Like I said, like the Green Goblin type aspect.
I don't know them. Yeah. Yes.
Wow, you didn't know what it means? Yeah.
No, I was
biggest
like
Spider-Man fan.
I was like, there's only one fucking Green. No, but I get what you're saying. I was
fucking Brandon lost in the loop here. Fuck. But yeah, I guess we kind of see that Mark still has a little bit of control over the body, or maybe he used a lot of energy just to punch the fuck out of Steven right there.
I think he did.
He probably could have used that energy.
That was sheer will
to try and
willpower, yeah. And
like take over the body, but he was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna punch him."
Did he not do that though?
What?
When they got discovered in the tomb, didn't Mark just come out? Like I don't know if Steven meant to.
No, I think Steven gave him a because Steven was like, okay,
he's kind of cornered.
She wants to.
They
were like, no, it wasn't even that. It was because of Layla asking about.
Oh, that's right.
We'll get to that right now. It's actually too. So we see that whenever they finally make it into the tomb,
yeah,
you can't. We see in the past couple episodes they keep on mentioning like Layla's father here and there. Again, we don't know who the fuck this guy is, you know. They keep lowering to the point where they find a literal like table and it has like fresh blood on it, and we're just guessing that. Oh, I thought there was a spiritual thing going on there.
This is definitely a sacrificial table. No, it is. It's I forget why they do it, but putting their different organs in jars, that's like a whole connection to Egyptian gods. I forget exactly what it's for, but they do it.
These guys are fucking weird.
It's offerings.
But of course, then we see what we thought that there was gonna be like a whole bunch of mercenaries, but we hear like weird like, what kind of sound would you say it made? Like a.
It was like it was like chitter. It was because I think he was using like echolocation. You know what I mean? Like kind of like the shit in
Don't know.
In Stranger Things.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say Morbius.
Okay. I mean, okay, that's sonar. That's
different.
That's kind of the same, but kind of different. Also, the thing from like Quiet Place,
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they can't. I don't think they can. They can't see.
I thought this guy had eyes.
I think he did, but I don't think he could see. That's why he was clicking to make the noise. Because bats do it. They reflect the sound off of Y'all know about echolocation.
Science.
I don't need to science. I don't need to explain that to you guys.
Shout out Bill Nye. But hey, science guy.
That's just off the dome. What are you talking about?
Wait. All right. Brandon the science guy, I guess. But that was I don't know what that was though. Like I don't know.
It was a mummy.
It was a mummy? How do you know it was a mummy?
Just a rebirthed mummy. What else could it have been?
I don't know.
It was definitely a soldier from the past.
Was it?
And it was just mummified that they brought back to life.
You know what?
That's what we need to figure out is how it came back to life. Well, I think we can only assume that Hawk has the ability to
You keep on saying Hawk, and I'm the only one that knows like what you're talking about. Oh. Because his actual name is Hawkins. You talking about Arthur?
Yeah.
Okay, you keep on saying...
Is it not Hawk?
It's Arthur. No, his actual name is...
Oh, his actual name? Oh, like it's like the actor?
Yeah, I thought we were saying characters. But yeah, the actor's name is...
It's because I always forget his name is Arthur. That's such a stupid ass name. I'm sorry if your name is Arthur. I'm so sorry. I don't mean it
Arthur
like that.
Arthur Harrow. You were trying to say Harrow.
Oh, Harrow. What? Is his name Hawk though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ethan
At
Hawke.
least I thought I was just making up Hawk. Damn, I'm on my Moon
I've
Knight
brought this
shit
up
right now.
multiple times too.
I'm on my Moon Knight shit right now.
He's like,
I'm like,
where's
Hawk?
Where's Hawk?
Not a real person. Harrow. Fuck, my bad. Well,
we don't hate Arthurs on this show. Just want to let y'all know.
I just think for him it just seems like a funny name.
Imagine
he doesn't look like an Arthur.
You know, I mean, now that you're bringing it up now, like, I mean, you could definitely see that like a villain named Arthur.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I'm not gonna call him Arthur.
You know how
that's why they just call him Harrow.
How clean it is to actually be named like King Arthur. Like that sounds cool.
Okay, but he's not a king.
Yeah,
he's
but no, that's what I'm saying. It's just like Arthur.
Yeah, they're like, damn, Arthur's coming, and I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
You hear that Arthur's coming? Who?
I'm like,
fuck's Arthur?
The fuck is Arthur? Exactly. What were we talking about?
Fucking Arthur.
Oh, that he has. Okay, so he has powers. Hawk, Harrow, whatever the fuck.
You think that Harrow made the mummy come back to life?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he found that mummy. Because remember when they said when they walked into that room, they said there were soldiers here that like are guarding essentially the tombs of like the royalty, whatever the fuck.
So you think he brought him back to life and he's okay with it like fucking up his soldiers?
I'm pretty sure. I think that's just a risk of bringing it back to life. That soldier was essentially a sacrifice. It didn't seem like that soldier was really fighting back, did it?
No, he definitely was
but,
shooting a gun. So, I mean, yes, unless you don't think that's fighting
well,
back.
maybe he just went off to explore and Harold was like, I mean, just be careful. You know, maybe he brought him back to life and said, y'all just be careful. I can't control him, but he's here to protect
But he's on my side.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not on your side.
Yeah, he's on my side, but he's with y'all, basically. I don't know.
I guess I hope they explain that a little bit more, but it only looked like...
Because Harold wasn't surprised.
Am I tripping to think that there was only one, or was there two?
No, I could have sworn there was two.
There was two? So the one that... Because at one point they get split up, Steven and Layla get split up because they're just like trying to get away from this fucking mummified dude. Yeah. Then we have that little fight scene with Layla. I gotta say that every single situation she's been in so far, she's handled really, really well. And I think...
I'm glad that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I really think the reason that they're really putting that much emphasis on giving Layla some action time is to show that maybe Khonshu's been watching... She's been dealing, and he's gonna come out being like she's been dealing with all these other obstacles. She's definitely like the perfect match for me.
Okay, fair enough. Keeping it on Layla, I really liked, just from an actor standpoint at least, I really liked how after she defeated that thing, she was like really tired,
and she just let it out.
She like screamed. You don't ever really see that in movies. Like they'll like defeat whatever it is, just kind of be like out of breath, but then they'll get up and keep going. She like took her time on the ground. She was very defeated, you know, she was very tired. You could tell she was very scared, obviously, because she almost just fucking died and fell off of a cliff. And so she had like all that emotion that she like literally like screamed. You don't really ever see that in a lot of shows like this. They kind of just get beat him, get up, and move on.
The thing is like,
I really like
even
that
after
aspect.
a stressful day, I can even say like again, I've done this in the past where I've let a scream out sometimes, you know. So I'm kind of glad that like you know, again, I think it's more of because she's more.
She's
like,
also more human.
That's what I was gonna say. She's more human. Like if we see all these other superheroes, we don't really like
superheroes.
You know, they've dealt with this shit. She's never dealt with this shit, especially for a point of like Egyptian type crap.
Yeah.
Imagine like it coming. This is gonna come out like out of nowhere, but imagine if some of these other superheroes actually went up against what the other superheroes went up against, because we never really see like imagine like if Captain America went up against like Egyptian type shit. And again, like how would he handle it? Or if Moon Knight were to go up against like
weird, like
Thanos or something like that, you know, like
or the Chitauri or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like every single superhero, like we don't really know the full extent of what they're able to do until they actually are put into the situation.
Right.
And for Layla being a normal ass person, put in that type of situation right now, she has a lot of potential, even with the Moon Knight powers, to take on maybe even some other major baddies.
She was piecing up that mummy though.
Bro,
she was putting some work on it. Yeah.
Hey, but that bone almost got her though.
It almost did.
Dude, that was a sharp ass.
Crazy. I know.
I got disgusted right there.
That's a clean break. I didn't know what it was at first. I was like, I had to look closely. I said, "Yo, that that's his art." I'm not about to do that right now.
I'm sorry.
You're not about to do that shit.
But again, I'm really I think Layla as a character is really growing on me a little bit more. I don't think I liked her whenever she just pulled up out of nowhere on Mark on that third episode. Again, I was like, this is just like another, like, how do I say it without people taking offense to it? Like you know that
was it the second episode?
No, it was the third episode where she pulls up in Egypt.
In Egypt or in Egypt? In Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay.
How am I going to say this? That like there's always those people in real life, but also mainly in the movies, that just pull up out of nowhere and they're just like, "What are you doing here? Like, I got to do this by myself." And like, no, I'm gonna go. She was like one of those, you know?
Yeah.
So, but now I'm kind of like okay with it because she knows what she's doing. Because you know, when there's other people, they're always the ones that are like, "No, I'm not gonna leave you," and they end up like, then
they have no idea what they're getting into, but it's because that person is going and they want to be with that person. I get what you're saying.
No, yeah, for sure.
She's not really there for Mark. She's more so there
for her father
on
and herself.
Yeah, she's on her own time, but like she knows that they probably work
again. I'm really getting really good adventurous vibes from this.
Yeah. This is just like Uncharted. That's what I'm saying. This is literally Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg right here.
Okay, all right, chill out. I don't know about that aspect, but you know we're gonna completely slide over what just fucking Brandon just said. Don't ever say that shit again on here. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that.
They've solved the puzzle. Did you not see that shit?
Yeah, Layla and Steven definitely do not have the same. I'm sorry, we're going off track here. Definitely do not have the same aspect as fucking Sully.
No shit.
And Nathan Drake. Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. If Brandon in the next episode comes in with a black eye, just know that we threw down and I wrecked Brandon's shit. Like honestly, I'm gonna phase out like Mark, and I'm gonna let whoever my other personality is beat the fuck out of Brandon.
I'm a pacifist, so I don't fight back.
Anyways, back on track.
Keep it going.
After we're done with Layla actually fighting, we're actually introduced to Arthur, fucking pussy.
Arthur's bitch
ass coming through, but he's just posted.
No, literally chilling.
Sick stance.
Right over the ledge.
No, he wasn't even scared. Like, dude, imagine if that thing actually fell.
He was just dangling his foot. Yeah.
What would he do? What would he do?
I think he just. Does he not just fly?
No, he doesn't fly. Does he?
No, I mean, I'm sure he could use some powers to fly.
No, but imagine if he didn't. Imagine, like, that's how the show ended.
She's just like.
She's like.
All right.
I don't think we have to deal with our problems anymore, Mark.
Moves on.
But then we also he brings up her father again.
Yeah.
Saying that basically hinting towards the point that Mark was the one that killed her father.
Yeah. So now the question
is, now she's heated up.
Yeah.
So now they go, and then we cut to the Steven scene where, again, like we said earlier, that we finally see the way that the scene was built up, and it kind of threw me off a bit. He was building up to like, oh, I think we found Alexander the Great. And I thought, There's no way this is how they're gonna end the episode. I had to check.
Alexander the Great.
No, imagine.
I thought it was just gonna end on that.
No. Imagine be like the big. No. So imagine they hype up episode 4 that much to the point where like
just for
changing the MCU forever. Alexander the Great.
That would have gotten this show canceled.
No. Imagine. Look,
if that was
ends.
If that was it, that would have been. This show would have been done for.
No. So like we're looking at IMDb right now. It has a 7.7.
That would have been a 1.
No. Like,
that would have been a 1, bro.
Way down, bro. That would have been Morbius style. Okay, I don't know about Morbius style. Morbius is pretty ass, but stop.
You need to leave.
But freaking yeah, like they hyped it up like so much. I'm like honestly, was I was there. Like out of respect, I honestly was watching it on my phone. I was like, like.
You were fake hyping this shit up, bro.
In my mind, I was like, should I be excited for this right now? I'm like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I remember when I was little, I was kind of into like Egyptian stuff. So I thought like, listen to Alexander the Great, like, oh, that's cool. So in my mind, I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh my god, this guy really.
But then it just went straight back, right? That's what kind of threw me off. Is that like it was like, can't you hear like the music build up?
Yeah.
So like it built up and then just went back.
I think I low-key did too. I checked the time. I was like, okay, we still got like 10 minutes. We're good.
So they open up the tomb. Of course, you said it was supposed to be Amit in there, right? Amit in Alexander the Great's throat.
Why'd you say it like that?
Why you gotta bring
Why'd you say it?
why
did you have to do that? No one asked you to do that.
No, but why were you thinking that? I wasn't thinking that at all.
I wasn't thinking. You did it.
No, okay.
I didn't do it.
No, but you thought it.
I didn't.
For people that don't know what the fuck is going on, watch the YouTube video.
Please watch the YouTube video.
Okay. The statue of Amit was placed
because of the mouth.
There's no way you did that.
Because of the mouth. That's what I was saying. I did not do that, bro. Oh my god. There's gonna be so many cuts to this fucking episode. Jesus Christ. It's because he said Alexander was the voice.
Okay, yes, there you go.
Amit.
I'm
that's
glad
why the statue was.
That's why I was saying. So the statue of Amit was placed in the throat of
yes.
Alexander the Great. So see how I phrased that, Brandon? You should have just.
Why didn't you start with that?
No. Why didn't you just think of that the whole time? Listen. We're not fucking arguing over this. But
child.
Okay. But he said that he opened it up, and whenever he was reaching in, that he felt like goo. So do corpses stay that like whack?
I don't think he said there was.
Was it goo?
I don't think he said there was goo.
Oh, why did he say like it felt weird or whatever? It was just like the bone? Or?
I think it's just the fact of him reaching into a skeleton's like mouth is weird. Also, how much of a throat is there in a skeleton? Because there's nothing here. It's just a spine. So what was he? It would have just been like hole in the bottom of the skull.
The way that you see it, didn't you see like there's like still a little.
Oh, there's still some skin, right?
Like a little
bit.
I
forgot their mummies. Fuck.
Yeah, like so. I mean, they got. I think isn't that what the?
Oh, actually, that's what was happening to the guy. He was getting mummified. I forgot. That's why they put their organs in jars.
They get mummified?
Whenever you get mummified, they take out your organs.
So then...
So
was that guy...
That guy was about to get mummified, yes. So he was about to get skinned out, and then he was going to get probably wrapped after he died, and then... So he probably would have been a new soldier for that undead.
We're just cracking down the case even more.
Sorry, guys. Know your history.
So he reaches down the throat. He's really reaching down there. Like, what the fuck? I just want to know who placed it in Alexander. Like, did he swallow that fucker? Like,
not when he was alive.
So they just stuck it. They just put it in him whenever.
I'm sure they maybe cut him right here and then they.
It's kind of like
after he died. Because if they were already to get mummified again, they take out your organs.
I know, but is that like?
So I'm sure when they were taking it out.
Is that respect to Alexander the Great, or did he ask?
Well, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he said, "I don't want anyone finding the statue."
So wait, is Alexander the Great the avatar of Amit?
Was
the avatar?
That was the whole
of Amit?
point.
Okay,
yes.
all right. Now it's making more sense.
That was the whole point. He wasn't just a random guy chosen.
Alexander the Great chosen for Amit to be stuck in his throat.
No, it was just he was
It was
that,
the
he was
Avatar.
Amit's. He was Amit's.
I feel like I actually heard it throughout the episode, but
He
I
was.
just didn't.
They said it. He was Amit's last avatar.
Oh.
And he wanted to. I don't think he wanted anyone to have Alexander the Great. I'm pretty sure was very selfish. Was he not? Am I wrong? I don't know that much of history. I think Alexander the Great was very selfish. He tried to conquer everything he could.
Let me just search up.
Was basically a dick.
Was Alexander the Great an asshole? I'm literally typing that. Like, I'm literally typing, was Alexander the Great an asshole? Was Alexander the Great an idiot? He had too many ambitious and talented subordinates.
Yeah, Alexander the Great tried to conquer the entire world and ultimately didn't work.
He was a bad king, bad ruler, bad administrator.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he was just a dick. So I'm sure before he died, he was like, you know what? I'm not trying to pass on this power.
Look, it says, if he pulled that shit today, we'd call him an asshole and a monster.
Point A, yes.
Okay, so
he didn't want anyone else to have that power, probably because he was so selfish. He was
but they still called him a great king, though.
I mean, he for what a king should do, he basically did it. He conquered a lot of land, had a pretty strong ass fucking army, which is, I guess, all you can really hope for as a king.
Here on Let's Talk Geek, we talk about history as well.
This is a history podcast. But yeah, so he probably told them, when I die, just
I get it now.
go ahead and.
All right. Back to the Moon Knight subject now. Reaches down the throat.
Yeah.
And he reaches it out. And whenever he does that, you finally see Layla come in. And Steven's kind of like, oh, look. Oh, I got it. It's
Layla's mad as fuck right now.
No,
he has no idea. She's fuming. I low-key thought she was. I thought she was like possessed in that point, because the way she was like moving, looking at him, I was like,
bro, like she was fucking she was broken, bro.
I was like, what the fuck just happened to her? Yeah, but
and
she was just really mad.
See, she's begging for Mark to come out, and that's what I think of. That, like, you know, Steven got scared at that point where he's like, okay, Mark, you need to come out and deal with this shit right now. And
Mark, well, he wasn't gonna do it though. He was fighting her for it. He was like, no, I'm not gonna let him out. He was like, I don't give a fuck.
Steven?
He didn't do it at first. But I think at one point he did pause, and then that's when he turned.
And then Mark comes back and all that. And then, of course, we realize that Mark didn't kill his father. Her father, sorry.
That we know of. He could have just been lying.
Maybe. But he said that... Well, no, he even said that his partner shot him, and shot her father and shot him.
There was never a mention of a partner before, though. So unless he just made that up.
We need flashbacks.
We'll get there.
Disney, give us flashbacks, please, because I really need to see
Unless
this.
John Bernthal is the partner.
All right. We're not gonna go on that theory again. I mean, it's a possible theory, but
that's all I needed to hear.
Of course, they try and leave, and Leila's already leaving, but then or he tells Layla to leave.
He hears them coming,
and then he tries to hold him off with, I guess, like a little staff. Because I thought it was like, okay, we're about to see Mark go into action, but these
it was like an axe, right?
Yeah, and then these fuck ass pulls up with guns.
That was a Thor reference to Stormbreaker. Did you know that?
What do you mean?
An axe.
Just because you pick up an axe.
What do you think? Okay, then what did we just get a few days afterwards?
That's not connected whatsoever.
Just a little reference.
I hate you.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
But we actually see a little bit of action from Mark. But honestly, Arthur, pussy, he fucking...
Exactly.
He uses a gun to where...
Just pulls it out.
Don't you have fucking magic? Like...
He was like, what the... What's he gonna do with the magic, though? I don't think he can use that much of it, too. He can just, like, summon shit. It's probably how that mummy got there, was he just summoned it.
Oh, man, that's so
like, he can't
dumb, bro.
He can either just take your soul. Like, obviously, Mark wasn't gonna let him...
What kind of power does this dude have? Watch Arthur get killed off whenever he brings Amit back.
Maybe he'll get Amit. Amit's gonna come out and say, nah, kill him. Maybe...
And he's gonna be like...
Maybe that one will go to Layla.
Layla turns evil? Mark turns evil?
Then they do... Mark gets Khonshu back, admits the shit about her father. He's like, you know what, I did kill your father.
And then...
Then they're fighting. That's episode 6. That's it.
Alright. Continuing on. I'm gonna let you hang right there for a sec.
It's karma.
Of course, Mark is presumably dead.
Arthur shoots him twice.
And we just see him like sinking down, and then we see I guess, a light in the background. Again, that part of the episode, throughout that whole
This
thing,
is where it got good.
No, yeah, so... What we were expecting to change the whole MCU forever did not change the MCU whatsoever. It literally just changed Moon Knight. And we actually see... Like, we're brought into this little movie scene to where we actually think that, like... And at first, whenever I saw it, I thought that was Layla's dad.
It low-key looked like Harrow from a distance. Like, just the shape of it. So I was like, damn, is this like a Harrow flashback? But it wasn't.
It wasn't. I thought they were talking about all adventure. I thought it was like him. I thought it was like Layla's dad trying to find it. But then we see that it's actually Stephen Grant, the Dr. Stephen Grant, actually.
The great Stephen Grant.
And then we see like this whole like, and I'm just like,
yeah,
okay, maybe.
Then it's a pan out of a TV, and it's a whole like mental ward.
Like just complete white.
And you're like.
And at first, whenever I saw it, I thought it was like maybe these are Khonshu's past avatars, all in a room because it was just white. I thought the white was for Moon, you know. But that was just me. You kind of see like where I'm coming from, though, right?
I get what you're saying.
Like that's what I low-key thought that mental industry was. And then we see Layla, and she's a fucking nut as well. And then Mark is a nut as well too. He's kind of like zoned out.
The
like,
guy,
you know?
The guy in there was the guy that got cut.
Mm-hmm. All his henchmen, all of Arthur's henchmen
were all the people in the mental. Some of the people in the mental ward. Was the old lady in there?
There was an old lady.
Was that the lady that Arthur killed in the beginning?
I mean, there was an old lady. Maybe it was. I don't. I didn't pay that much attention. I was trying to see where the fuck Mark was.
I'm just kind of assuming, but.
But then we actually, Mark's phasing out, and we see Arthur. It's blurred Arthur for a bit, but then we see him, and he's a doctor, and it seems that like, at first I was really sunk into where. There's no way that this is actually how the show is, like, how the show is meant to be. Like you know what I mean? Like, there's no way that Mark was actually psychologically... I mean, he is psychologically fucked up, but there's no way that he was this actually fucked up. And the show really made me think that this is how it was going to go for the rest of, like...
That it was all in imagination.
It was all in imagination. I was like, are these last 2 episodes just kind of, like, showing, like, maybe help towards schizos? No, maybe like they're showing like I really believe that Moon Knight is really portraying towards people that have mental health problems.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what we said in episode 1.
Yeah, that's what we said. So like I think it's really exploring it more towards the end of this episode, and I feel like maybe episode 5 though maybe help us understand people with mental illness. Again, I didn't really think about this until this past week. Whenever I was on campus, it's actually Mental Health Awareness Month. So maybe they planned it out to drop Moon Knight during this month for people to understand more, and so for us to, I guess, help people more with mental health. I don't know if that makes sense, you know? Yeah. So I like that now of the show, what they're doing. I really like, again, I think I like the mental illness part of the show rather than the superhero show as a whole.
Okay.
You know, because that's what makes it a good show. You know, I'm not looking at it as the super. Again, we're nerds. We love the superhero shit, but as a whole, whenever directors make it to the point where it's more about stuff that's going on in real life, that's what I like it more about it. And we see, he starts tripping and he escapes from Arthur's room. He beats the fuck out of those. Is that an alligator? Later gator.
That wasn't on the phone though. So they were hiding that phone for a reason.
We're looking at images from the trailer.
My bad. I read something about the trailer having a tie-in to this episode. So my bad. I was just looking that up. But my bad. Keep going. So he escapes, and then we just see him start hallucinating throughout the whole. This is when I knew that it was back to where this is just like a hallucination for Mark, I guess. Yeah. That where the room starts moving and shit, and then he sees a whole bunch of tombs, and he opens up the tomb. He's on a boat.
He's on a boat.
If you watch the way the lights move, that's how shit would move when you're on a boat. I saw that shit immediately. When he's turning that corner, you can kind of see those lights sway like this. And if you're on a boat, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
So Mark's on a boat right now.
He's on a boat.
So they brought up his body.
So he could be brainwashed, but he's on a boat. And that's what those lights are. So that's kind of what maybe he's just fucking dreaming right now. Also, that coffin that was shaking is that third personality.
Oh, and they haven't even opened it.
Yeah,
he didn't want to open it.
He just didn't even want to open it.
That's crazy. We need to figure out who that is, though. Like that guy.
It's probably just gonna be another fucking Oscar Isaac, of course. But like who?
Like how? This guy has to be fucked up, though.
Yeah, because that thing was shaking.
He wants to get loose, bro. He's been trying to get. I think he'll get loose in episode 5.
I'm sure they might. I bet you episode 5 is all gonna be in that mental ward. It's probably gonna be Oscar Isaac, like maybe.
I would love to see that. I think that's gonna be the best episode.
And then he's gonna see that one because when he saw it, he just closed the door. So maybe he's gonna go back into it and then open it up. It's gonna be him.
I like how Mark's in white clothes and Steven's in black clothes. I like how kind of like just differentiate.
I thought that was like a hint towards like that Black Moon Knight.
Yeah, maybe
like the black version.
Maybe that guy or the third personality is the Black Moon Knight.
Could be.
No, that shit would go dummy.
We're planning shit right now.
Theorize.
Theoretics.
Geek theories. Hey.
This is what we do on this goddamn podcast.
Know. And then they keep on. I guess they're trying to find an escape, and then it finally just ends up with a fat ass hippo.
That was just another god. Yeah, I want to know who that was.
I want to know what god that was. Dude, that's a weird ass looking god. That was fucking what's her face from Madagascar?
I don't know her name.
I forgot what her name.
I don't know her name.
Ariel?
I haven't seen Madagascar in like years, bro. Come on.
We're gonna call until the god is explained. We're gonna call that hippo.
Just look up hippo god, hippo Egyptian god.
Gloria. It's Gloria first.
Gloria.
And,
I knew that.
My god, you know who fucking voiced her? No, I'm not gonna. Just look at it.
Oh, I know who it is.
Okay,
yeah. I know exactly who it is.
We're not gonna say. We're not.
You know who it is. Dude.
You know who it is.
You know
if you know, you know. Hippo god. Hippo god.
Hippo god. Why are you saying
Hippo god Egypt is who is the hippo god? Like even people are. Which Egyptian god is hippo? Taweret.
To wear it.
Taweret. She is closely associated with being a protector of women and families. But she's like, huh?
Makes sense.
That was actually that was a weird ending for me, but the CGI for the hippo is really nice. I actually like it. Like
it looked really realistic. It literally just looked like a walking hippo.
So now we actually get to see. That's basically like just the end of the episode already. I'm waiting to see what they bring to the next 2 episodes because in previous episodes we see that we get after credits towards like the end of the shows. Did we get an after credit for Hawkeye? I don't think we did, right?
Yeah.
We did? Oh, it was that stupid musical, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That one doesn't count.
That one doesn't count, no.
But
literally doesn't
hopefully
count.
we get more end credit scenes for these last 2 episodes just to see like where like it's gonna build up to like afterwards. Really excited to see the dynamic of Steven and Mark, especially with their own whole bodies, to see how they interact with each other. And maybe this will come to the point where they finally trust each other 100%, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe this is like the journey they need to finally like get each other's trust. And
yeah, I'm sure.
I still believe that maybe it's gonna come to like a part where like it's gonna realize that like Steven is the personality and he was never the real person, you know?
Like Steven's gonna realize it himself.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like it's gonna break him down for a bit, but then he'll be like, "Nah, like I'm cool with it." I mean,
yeah, I think they're gonna have a good chance to talk to each other now that they're kind of separate and facing each other. So hopefully a lot of shit will come out about that. Maybe he'll talk to Mark about shit.
But yeah, but solid episode again. I'm actually really excited for episode 5, even though this episode was supposed to be somewhat hyped up, kind of hyped me down a bit, but I'm ready for episode 5, and if they do how they do it in the ward, I think it'll be a very, very solid episode. But yeah, that was our take on episode 4 of Moon Knight. 2 more episodes to go.
We're almost
there.
But that I feel like we just haven't seen a lot yet.
Yeah, honestly, like
there seems like there's so much to be like revealed still, and they have 2 episodes to do it.
I think they really like save up for this. Maybe this will make the ratings go up a little bit more if they add exactly what they need for it. Because Moon Knight is still an unexplored character in my take. Yeah. But I mean, also like I don't know. He's kind of an unexplored character, but he's not at the same time. I feel like we do got the gist of who he is and all that. But there, again, like you said, there's still more stuff that's opened up for him to do.
Still a lot more, yeah. We'll see when we get there.
But yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done with this Moon Knight series, and then we'll hop onto another TV show, which I'm really excited. We'll actually
probably gonna be Miss Marvel.
No, it actually will be Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Totally forgot about that.
Y'all ain't ready for that one.
Yeah, I ain't ready for that one. We're gonna geek out on some Star Wars too. But that was we just talked geek for a sec on Moon Knight episode 4. We want to thank everyone for joining us today again, as always. Subscribe to us and leave a like on our videos on YouTube. As always, we're always on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and
YouTube.
I literally just said that.
You just said that, yeah.
Yeah. Hit us up on Instagram if you guys want to do have us to talk anything, to comment on our YouTube videos, comment on our DMs. We're open to any suggestions, as always. We really love the support that we're getting from y'all, and we also love y'all's takes on ideas of what y'all want us to do next, I know we've said in previous episodes, me and Brandon have everything planned out, but we really want to hear from the community what y'all would like us to geek over. Again, of course, it would be like in what we believe will be great for the show. We can't go completely off course of what our geekness is about, but there are stuff that we can geek about. We geek about a little bit of history on here, just a little bit.
We dabble.
Just a little dabble.
Y'all got a little glimpse of that.
But peace, love, and positivity. We love all the geeks out there. Keep on geeking. As always, I've been Nene.
I've been Brandon.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of Moon Knight. Have a safe night, day, evening, wherever you guys are at. We love y'all. Mm. 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 Mm.